Mr. President, are you going to sue Trevor Noah? Last night in a post, you alluded that something could be coming.
Yeah, well, he said that I spent time on Jeffrey Epstein's island. I didn't. I mean, he's a lightweight, this guy. He's a terrible, I think he's terrible. I thought he did a terrible job at the Grammys. I thought the whole Grammys was terrible. I watched part of it. It's not watchable. But he was a lousy host. I'd say not as bad as Jimmy Kimmel, but pretty close.
Comedy has always tested power. From court jesters to late-night hosts, humor has been a mirror held up to authority, sometimes laughed at, sometimes feared. But in Washington, when jokes collide with politics, the consequences can be explosive. In early 2026, a single punchline at the Grammy Awards sparked outrage from the most powerful office in the world. A joke, a threat, and a promise of legal action. This is the story of Donald Trump, Trevor Noah, and the moment comedy crossed into confrontation. The 68th Grammy Awards, a night dedicated to music's brightest stars. Trevor Noah, hosting the ceremony for the 6th time, congratulated Billie Eilish on winning Song of the Year for Wildflower. Then, as comedians often do, he pivoted. That's a Grammy every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland. The audience laughed. Then Noah added the line that would echo far beyond the stage. Which makes sense because, since Epstein's gone, he needs a new island to hang out with Bill Clinton. The room reacted, some laughter, some gasps. Within minutes, the moment was clipped, shared, and spreading online. By the next morning, the response came directly from the President of the United States, not through a press conference, but on social media. Donald Trump blasted the Grammys as the worst and virtually unwatchable. Then he turned his attention to Trevor Noah. I have never been to Epstein Island, nor anywhere close, until tonight's false and defamatory statement. Trump insisted he had never been accused of visiting Epstein's Island, not even, he said, by the fake news media. Then the language escalated. He labeled Noah a total loser and accused him of spreading lies. Finally, Trump issued a direct warning, I'll be sending my lawyers to sue this poor, pathetic, talentless dope. Get ready, Noah. A joke had become a legal threat. Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender whose name remains synonymous with power, wealth, and abuse. Public records and photographs confirm that Donald Trump and Epstein moved in similar social circles in Florida and New York during the 1990s and early 2000s. Trump has acknowledged knowing Epstein but claims they later fell out, offering different explanations over the years. At the same time, Trump has repeatedly fought the release of documents tied to Epstein's network, citing privacy and legal concerns. No court has ruled that Trump visited Epstein's island. But the associations, photos, and unanswered questions continue to fuel public scrutiny and satire. Trevor Noah is no stranger to controversy. As a South African-born comedian who rose to global fame, he has built a career on dissecting politics with humor. Interestingly, Noah has avoided heavy political commentary at the Grammys in recent years, making this moment stand out. Legal experts note that in the United States, satire enjoys strong First Amendment protections, particularly when it involves public figures. To succeed, a defamation lawsuit must prove false statements were made with actual malice, a notoriously high legal bar. But the threat itself sends a message. When presidents threaten comedians, the issue is no longer about jokes. It's about power, intimidation, and the boundaries of free speech. This clash isn't just about Donald Trump or Trevor Noah. It's about whether humor can still challenge authority. Whether satire remains safe in an era of lawsuits and social media outrage. And whether public figures can silence criticism by calling it defamation. For Trevor Noah, this marked his final year as Grammy host. For Donald Trump, it became another front in his ongoing war with media and entertainers. The laughter faded, but the implications remain.